So we're here with Jordan Fisher talking about Hadestown, and I have to let you know that every time I see Hadestown, I cry at the exact same point every single time. And I have to know if there is a musical or a show or a movie that gets you every time that you see
I
it.
don't know which point you cry.
It's in Epic 3 when Orpheus starts saying you didn't know why, but you wanted to take her home. That point, immediately, tears through the end.
That is a favorite part
That's
of
a great
that.
part.
It's there's so much recognition that's happening for Orpheus in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
There's joy in seeing the similarities between him and Hades in that moment, and there's rapture and getting caught up and like, I know exactly how you felt because you are exactly like me, and I know this now, and here's how I can use this to help. And then that's matched with more similarities between Orpheus and Hades towards the end. What has become of the heart of that man, from pretty much from then on is all like, where's all of this stuff that I know you struggle with because I also struggle with it. Like, it's just so human. It's just so human. Are there other shows that do that for me?
If there's basically any piece of art, whether it be a musical or a movie, etc.
100%. The Color Purple.
T.
In The Color Purple, two moments that elicit crazy reactions from me. And I've seen that show in a bunch of different ways and with different Seeleys, but Fantasia and Cynthia both have a different way of doing this that are so special to me. In Miss Seeley's pants, when she goes, but look, bow, every time I want to jump.
On the floor.
Because I'm like, we are, honey, we are looking, we are. You have grown, you see your beauty now. And the other part of it is, beautiful, I'm beautiful. There's so many of those moments. The button of Dancing Through Life and Wicked, just because it's so Broadway and so dissonant and lovely. Any Sondheim musical, any moment in any Sondheim musical. I have the Sondheim Encyclopedia on my desk in my dressing room that I reference often. I'm a bit of a Sondheim file, I guess.
Yeah, as you should be.
Yeah. A lot.
Yeah.
A lot of things make me cry.
Yes, same. So you play a huge role in the show, obviously, in the sense that Orpheus is writing this song to end, almost kind of end winter, bring spring, that whole idea. Is there a song that brings spring for you in the sense that lifts your mood every time that you listen to it?
Yeah. Okay. So one fun fact that I love telling people because it's something that's just the truth about me, and if you know me, you might know. There's one artist in life that has ever been able to, no matter what, no matter how I am feeling, this artist can pull me out of a funk. I know every song that they've ever released. I own every album. I don't want to meet them because they're that important to me.
Yeah.
Owl City. Probably would have never guessed, right?
Love that.
I know every Owl City bit. I know everything. I love it all. Adam Young is forever. And then I have a couple specific songs, and one of them actually was showing my son this morning. The Way It Is, Bruce Hornsby. That's just the way it is.
I don't know if I know that
Oh,
one.
it's a really good one. Yeah, you gotta listen to it.
I'll add it to my playlist.
Yeah, it's like a really good walking through the city song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And were you interested in Greek mythology before joining the show? Were you someone who was obsessed with it the way that a lot of people in the audience might be?
Yeah, I have reread the Odyssey for fun since 6th grade 15 times. I'm a big Greek mythology. I love Greek mythology. I know more about Norse mythology.
Ooh.
I've spent more time nerding out about it, but I do love Greek mythology.
I was going to follow up with if you have a Greek godly parent, but is there a Norse equivalent to a Greek godly parent?
Man, there's a handful. There's something cool about Balder in that he can't feel pain. So there's what you can do with that as a hero and somebody that wants to protect and defend is really special. But he also can't feel any pain, and I think it's important to feel sadness and
Yeah.
all that stuff. You know, the Norse gods are they're wild. They drink a lot.
They like to have a good time.
They like to have a good time, and having a good time is also like, you know, knocking the crap out of each other, and you know, Valhalla's a scam. But aside from that, you know, Ragnarok's a really exciting moment, and any relation to Thor, I would be down to have. I mean, the dude's just so powerful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I want to live in Niflheim, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have to know, if someone is a little bit unfamiliar with theater, why is Hadestown the one show that they should come see?
It turns theater on its head. So Hadestown is a complete, total theatrical experience that doesn't feel like any other theatrical experience. The musicians on stage, they're not other, like, they don't play other Broadway shows. Most of them, like, they're touring musicians that play gigs all over the world, that do gigs at downtown at jazz clubs. Every artist that's on stage is a unique and individual artist on their own. Not everyone on stage has like formal training. The composition of the show, albeit still Broadway, still musical theater, feels like the most epic story time. Like, let's gather round the fire. It's unlike anything, and the music alone is worth the price of admission.
Yeah.